English language is not a dream. Maybe in your dream is English as anything, but you can't achieve at this moment because this is so hard, this language, and you didn't find any good method how to practice this language. And never forget, because I can repeat for you what I told you. What I told you, I ask you again. I told you you can find any situation how to learn. This is the key word, learn or practice. What is different between two words? If you learn something, this is not practice. This is only theory in your life, which is good or enough for your ego only, because you can tell for someone or for yourself you made a lot of at this moment, at today. But this is not true. This is the problem with this one. When you work for your ego, because your ego is boss in your life, and you haven't friendship, good friendship with your ego, ego will be in your life your boss, and this boss will tell for you every day this is not enough. Until in your life your boss is ego, you will defeat again and again. Until you think you are not enough to open your mind and open your mouth, because you can find 3 reasons, for example, why your English is not so good to open your mouth. You lost your life situation where you can use this language and anything. If I like to do something, what do you think? How much hours or minutes I overthinking about this one, what I'd like to do at this moment or in my next moment in my life? Maybe my answer is 0 seconds. Not anymore, because I know, I learned in my life. If I like to do something, this is the best time to do it. What will be in future, I don't know. And what was, and what happens. Okay, this is the future. On this lifetime is what happens at any time, but I am at there, and my life is at this moment. That means I have nothing for me, only this moment. And if I played with this moment, that not for me, because boss is only my ego, I lose anything again and again. So try to think again and again behind your English and you, until your ego will be between you and between your English language, and your ego will say for you again and again, it's monologue. You are not enough to speak something because your English is so bad. Go at there and open my video, and you will see, and you can say for your ego, this man on this video, his English is so bad. His English is terrible. His accent is not so good. But he can speak. Why? Because I like. Because I can do it. because I never overthinking about my anything which is behind this language. I never ask myself, is this will be good or enough for someone? I never asked myself, because my boss is not my ego. I am this boss, and ego and me, good friendship. And this ego helps for me to do more and more, works more and more, daily more and more hours, because I like and not must do it. This is the difference when I took this video for you, what you watched at this moment. What do you think? I felt in myself I must do it for you? Or you see this man on this video, that's me, wanted to say for you something from his life. And yes, and forgot for your backgrounds, what you have, or place where you are, or anything, vocabs, grammars. I don't know which stupidity you have in your mind which blocked you to open your mouth. Because this is not true. If I begin to overthinking anything about my English language, what do you think what happens? What I will say for myself if I analyze my English? Only this one. This is not enough to take this video because this language is not so good. My grammar is so terrible. My vocab is not so good, maybe not understandable. And I can find any reasons and more reason how not to do this one, because this is not true. But I learned what I told you few times again and again, and I repeat it more times. Your English speak will be better when you practice it. And practice means you don't learn new words from laptop or from anywhere or anything. Practice means you use what you have. If you'd like to write something, and you can find any paper, but you'd like to write something, your idea, because this is so important, and you didn't find in this situation better paper, only this one, but you'd like, what do you think? You will say this one, this is not so good for me, I'd like to find better paper because this is not enough to write my ideas for my mind. No, no one make this one, because any winners knows ideas are so important. When I can find any paper or any place, I will write it, such as at this moment when I speak for you this language. No background, no any analyzation, only speak, and that's all you can practice. At first, practice how to change anything from your mind and how to trash everything and anything. To trash. If anything what you have in your brain around your English language and this is not so enough to open your mouth, please, everything take out to trash and take in these thinkings to trash. I think this is so easy. So, English language is not a dream in my life. I never find to any reason why not to open my mouth to speak for you in English. I never ask myself, is my grammar enough? Is my accent a little bit understandable? My vocabs are enough to give for you something with my words which are so pure at this moment. I never ask myself why I learned these words if I can't use these words in my life. I never thought for someone or myself why I learned these more thousand words if I can't use in my daily life these words. Because I'm happy with these words, what I can use, and I can tell you I can use these words. And I never ask her stupidity. All my stupidities, which was in my mind around English, I take it out, maybe this is the good word, and I go to trash and bring everything, these stupidities, to trash. And after this one, what happens on April 23, 2026? My first video was taken. Yes, with my bad English, with my bad accent, with my terrible grammar. Because I know if someone can speak with broken English, what? Understandable. That's mean his English is more than enough. That's mean prosode or phonetic. Or what is this one in English? Is understandable. This is so important. Is this understandable? That's mean this person in this video can use questions. Can he something ask? Is this understandable what he wanted to say, or only speak without any doubt because he is stressed and he know he'd like to he's stressed, he'd like to find words how to speak. Oh God, I've forgotten everything. And no forget for this stupidity why you are stressed when you speak in English, because your English is so bad. And never forget when my English is so bad and you can't hear yourself. This is so bad and I can do it because I like and never overthinking and never ask yourself or myself stupidity. For example, this one. Is this enough for you? Is this enough to take this video? I never ask this stupidity. I take this button again and again more daily, more times. And I never overthinking nothing. I only speak again and again. And what is the maximum what I can do on my laptop? When I took for you this video, I can write only one title. But when I go out with my study, which is in my hand, until I put this button, I have only few seconds to know what I'd like to tell you and how much happens. I put it this button and I've forgotten what I wanted to tell you 0 times. And why? Because I learned my first lesson where was written, I am Englishman, I am the best in English, and the bank wins at all times. When you remember my first lesson, you will be the next winner. You can do it too. This is so simple. That's mean English language is not a dream in my life. My life was dreamed to live at this place where I am at now. And between my dream was this one what I take it at now for you. And this is the difference. I never dream what I like. I do it what I like. I never overthinking about my goals, what I'd like to achieve in my life. I can do it alone. And every day without any stupid question, because all my stupidity which was in my mind, I get it out. And if I find any stupidity, for example today, I get it out and go to trash. And yes, I can find new stupidities. Yes, I'm not God. I'm a simple person. And if I find this stupidity, I get it out from my mind, because this not helps for me. Only create for me barriers, barricades in my life. What means happiest life or success or person who have a lot of success in his life is so simple answer. I only made my work with tools which I have. Enough for this video, I think. Open your mind and begin to speak English. It's so simple.